The following is a presentation of Grayson Publishing.
And Howe, your Lady Bulldogs have knocked off the defending state champions in overtime. 62-53. You live another day. See you tomorrow. Same place.
On the Howe Enterprise Sports webcast from HoweEnterprise.com. This is Howe Bulldogs basketball. Howe Bulldogs basketball brought to you by Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, Bucksnort Barbecue, Howe Athletic Booster Club, Tech Wave, Ed Meacham State Farm.
Cold blood. Trinity Williams. Ice runs through her veins.
Also brought to you by Knight Furniture, Independent Financial, Michelle Castle Guild Mortgage, Star Auto Body, Juan Enciso, Farmers Insurance.
Back to Copeland, inside up. That's good. That's bread and butter for the Lady Bulldogs.
Also brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings, Baker Air Conditioning and Heating, Hit Exteriors LLC, Polio's Pizza Cafe, GCEC, Goodfellas Barbershop, Rapid Electric, Legend Bank, Corefit Gym, Pradera Mobile Home Community, Ann's Realty Group, Don's Smokehouse, Quick Check Convenience Stores, Texas Bread Lifestyle, Family Attorney Kimberly Killebrew, Grayson Garage Door.
Anybody else? Palm sweaty?
On the Howe Enterprise Sports webcast from HoweEnterprise.com. This is Howe Bulldogs basketball. Now, with the call of the game, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Monty Walker.
Well, here we are back at Howe High School, and it's very loud at Howe High School right now. The music is playing. The girls are warming up. The Lady Bulldogs will take on the Bells Lady Panthers tonight. It'll be the season finale. The Lady Bulldogs will not make the playoffs for the first time in 10 years. The 2009-2010 season, the last time Derek Lands and his girls did not see action past district play, but that will happen this year. A rebuilding year, everybody knew it. The Blizzard is mic'd up tonight. Carson Grogan mic'd up tonight. Blizzard, let's talk about that a little bit. The girls have had so much success a year ago. The great year, graduated a lot of talent. Knew it was going to be a rebuilding year, and that it has been.
It has been this year. Definitely a rebuilding year for the Lady Bulldogs. They lost 4 seniors last year that were 4-year starters for the Lady Bulldogs.
You know, the big loss is, Jenna Honore is a huge loss.
Yeah.
Defensive-wise, just the defensive MVP of the year in the district her junior year, and then the district MVP senior year. That's a big loss.
Yeah, she did everything for this team. She even ran the offense, brought the ball up, and ran the show from the point guard position.
Also, can't go without mentioning Allie Harvey. That's a big loss too, and Molly Wilson and Cassidy Anderson. Cassidy and Molly were kind of role players, but they were well above that, and anywhere, they were. Cassidy was offensive MVP of the district. That's hardly a role player,
yeah.
But they're gone, and the Lady Bulldogs are having to retool. And this year was a big step in that direction, and they'll finish it out tonight against Bells. I think we're just about ready for the national anthem. Or the starting lineup. We'll do one or the other first. And it's the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight
Beautiful rendition of our national anthem, sung by a student. Very nice. I didn't catch the name there.
Holly Cavender.
Oh, very nice. I didn't realize that was Holly.
Lineup for the Bells Lady Panthers.
And here's the starting lineups.
Freshman Bailey Doris.
Bailey Doris to start for the Lady Panthers.
Senior Jaden DeQuincy. Number 5, senior Mia Moore. Number 10, senior Gabby Smith. And number 23, senior Chesney Hale. Head coach Chris Aldridge.
You always got to get pronunciations first, Coach. It's Toquini. Toquini.
And now for your Howe Lady Bulldogs. Number 2, junior Landry Sanders.
Landry Sanders to start tonight.
Number 4, senior Katie Brogan.
Katie Grogan, the senior, playing her last game.
Sophomore Tegan Stubblefield.
Tegan Stubblefield.
Number 12, freshman Kendall Griffin.
Kendall Griffin, the freshman, gets the start.
Number 21, senior Sierra Copeland.
Playing her final game of a storied career, Sierra Copeland tonight. There will be some tears, she said in the pregame when we had a chance to talk to her. She said there probably would be tears tonight, and you would imagine. I mean, it's a very common in a situation like this, especially after you've been a good basketball player for a long time. And Sierra Copeland has been that. Again, no Trinity Williams tonight, still injured, nursing that knee, so she will not play tonight in the season finale. Carson Grogan, how's it going?
Good.
Hey, talk about Katie and you're Katie's brother, so any emotions there for you for this final game for her?
I feel for her because, the season didn't go as planned, probably what they thought. But, I'm proud of her. She was on that team last year that went deep into the playoffs. So hopefully tonight will be a very good end to her high school career.
Yeah, that'd be did you tell her, hey, just shoot it? Every time you get the ball, just shoot it.
I told her I wanted a Steph Curry range 3 from her tonight.
And the tip-off is controlled by Sierra Copeland. Back to Kendall Griffin to set things up. And she'll go right wing to Katie Grogan. She could have taken that long Steph Curry type 3, but she chose not to. Tegan Stubblefield, left wing, will dribble up to the middle of the court, back to Kendall Griffin. Griffin right wing, Katie Grogan. She could have taken that shot right there. She was open. Now we'll get it back to Griffin. Now underneath, quick pass underneath from Sierra Copeland to Landry Sanders. It goes off a Bells player. And Howe will retain possession. We're just underway. 7:35 on the clock here at Howe High School, Howe, Texas. Sanders, a quick inbound pass to Sierra Copeland, puts it up off the glass. It bounces out. Sanders gets the rebound. She misses, and it goes out of bounds. And Bells is going to have possession for the first time tonight.
Bells had a nice zone defense there and was denying Sierra Copeland the ball.
Toquini, and she'll dribble off and pass it to Gabby Smith, who dribbles through the lane and misses a layup. Smith ends up with the ball right wing, and she misses a 3 right there. So now over back to Gabby Smith. She'll dribble on Kendall Griffin, shoot another 3. That one's wide and long, and rebounded by Sierra Copeland. Copeland is cut off, and now a long pass to Sanders across midcourt. She'll pass it over to Griffin, and setting everything up. Copeland the high post, but Griffin has it right now. And back to Tegan. Now left elbow, Copeland looking to drive the bucket, turn around jumper. Now she kicks it out to Stubblefield. And a pass out to set it up top to Griffin. But a long 3 for Grogan is short, goes out of bounds, but Howe's going to retain possession.
Yeah, that zone defense by Bells. Their game plan right now is deny Sierra Copeland a path to the hoop right now.
Sanders to inbound, looks to Tegan in the corner. Now up top, Griffin. Ball over her head. Quick pass in the corner to Stubblefield, and she's trapped. Picks it up, and a steal. That's going to be Hale, who dribbles from one side of the court to the other. Left-handed layup's no good. Rebounded by Copeland. She'll be cut off, and then the ball gets away from her. A scramble for it, and the ball rolls down. It's picked up by Hale. Grogan falls down. The shot's no good. Blocked by Stubblefield. They're going to call a foul. It looked like all ball to me.
It did look like all ball to me, too.
And expect a lot more. That's Bell's game plan. Their game plan is to drive to the hoop and get fouls, especially with Trinity out and a lot of people. Reagan Troxel not here. Howe's going to have not that many subs, and they're going to want to get us in foul trouble.
Hannah Bondarenko gives us our first points tonight, 1-0 on the free throw. She hits the back end, 2-0. Bell's on top, 6:03 left to go in the first. Grogan to inbound to Griffin. Grogan stopped underneath the basket, now to Griffin. Got to get across the line. Griffin, a long pass to Stubblefield. It goes over her head and out of bounds. So Bells will have possession.
Bells is in that press. Looks like they're going to be in it all night.
2-0 Bells in the lead. And it looks like it's going to be Doris to inbound to Moore, who will bring it straight up the court right down the middle of the lane. Guarded by Katie Grogan. Moore dribbles to the left side of the lane, now kicks it out. Now up top, that's Hale. And a quick pass underneath to Moore, back to Hale. She'll drive the bucket, kick it out. A three-pointer by Kaylee Aldridge is no good. And rebounded by Griffin, who dribbles it out, and it goes out of bounds, but Howe's going to retain possession.
They called a foul on.
Is it a foul?
On Bailey Doris there.
First foul of the night, or one foul on either team, rather. And Grogan will inbound, looking for somewhere to go, and she finds Stubblefield across the line. Long pass to Grogan, top of the key. Now Griffin, now in the corner. Sierra Copeland underneath, misses the runner. Rebounded by Toquini. And this is Moore dribbling one side or the other. A three bomb from the left corner is no good. And Moore, the rebound. She puts up the right-handed layup. It falls in and out, rebounded by Copeland. And Stubblefield has it. She'll dribble along the right side. She's trapped, picks up her dribble, and stolen away by Hale. But a jump ball is called. 4:58 on the clock here in the first. 2-0 Bells.
Bells likes to trap in the corners, and the Lady Bulldogs keep going right to those corners. They got to get the ball in the middle of the court tonight.
Gabby Smith will bring it straight down the middle of the court. Now kick it out to the right side. And that's Rowland. Now underneath. Back to Rowland. Blocked by Copeland. In the hands of Grogan. Long pass to Griffin. The layup is good. It's 2-2. 4:42 on the clock. And Gabby Smith will bring it down the court for Bells. Down the right side. Now Toquini. And now Doris. And now the long three by Toquini is off to the right and goes out of bounds. Howe will have possession underneath the bucket. And Grogan will inbound. And that's to Stubblefield. Long pass now to Griffin across center stripe. Copeland has it at the three-point line above the arc. Long pass underneath to Landry Sanders, who puts it in. A nice look there by Copeland. And a timeout's been called by Bells.
That was a great pass from Sierra there to Landry.
4:09 on the clock in the first, and Howe has the lead. Did we expect that early on? I mean, it's early.
Yeah, I expect no matter who wins, it's going to be a really close game because for some reason, Bells and Howe, we just seem to play each other tight in any sport. But Bells, man, they're all about forcing turnovers. They press everybody. Howe, Pottsboro, Gunner. They don't care. They press everybody.
Howe 5-11 in district play, or 3-9 in district play, rather. 5-11 on the season. Gunner leads the district. They're 21-5 overall, undefeated, 13-0 in district play. And then Pottsboro, then Whitewright, then Bells. And Bells is 15-9, 9-4 in district. Gabby Smith will bring it up. Toquini, and now right side. And that's Doris underneath. Quick pass and a turnaround jumper, and that is good, and that's Rowland.
She had a nice cut on that play.
I thought she might have walked, but the officials didn't see it. There's an interception pass, and a long shot by Gabby Smith is off the left side of the rim for three. No good. Rebounded by Landry Sanders. Long pass from Sierra Copeland to Griffin, and the runner is no good. She gets her own rebound, and did they call a jump ball?
They
called a foul. Okay.
Yeah, we got a foul that time.
Could have been a jump ball.
Yeah, they were going for the tie, but the foul call, I believe, and that's Takini.
That'll be her first of the game.
To Quigney. Landry Sanders underneath Sierra Copeland. Up. Oh, and that's nothing but net. Howe regains the lead 6-4, 3:27 on the clock. Gabby Smith brings it down. Cut off by Tegan Stubblefield. And she'll dribble left-handed towards the lane, cut off again by Stubblefield. Up top now, driving the lane is Doris. She'll miss the runner. And it's rebounded by Smith, top the key. Long three is no good, rebounded by Copeland. Rowland with the long three. That's the one you wanted there. Now Katie Grogan with the three. That's up, and that's nothing but the bottom of the net. 2:55 on the clock. Quickly down the court is Bells. Griffin draws the charge. It was beautiful.
That was very nice acting on the part of Kendall Griffin.
Wow, that was just beautiful. I mean, it was picturesque. Slow motion falling down.
Yep.
You couldn't do it any better than that.
She was set.
The only thing she was missing was the little grunt when she got contacted.
Grogan will bring it in. She'll pass it to Griffin. Now back to Grogan. Now Stubblefield has it. Got to pass it across the line. That's stolen away. And now Gabby Smith. Down the middle of the lane, the runner right-handed is no good. Rebounded by Griffin. Long pass Stubblefield. She's all alone. Out in front of the entire defense. Puts it up, and now Mia Moore fouls her on the way down for the layup. I think they're going to call Moore there. She tried to block it with her left hand as Stubblefield was going up for the layup, but I think she just got a little bit of the arm.
Looks like they're going to get Arledge with the foul.
So Arledge, okay. First shot. Rims in and out, no good. Howe with a 9-4 lead, 2:31 on the clock. I'd like to have a great basketball game here tonight to finish this. Wouldn't that be nice?
That would be nice.
We've got a great start to one right now.
Yep.
Stubblefield's second shot. Rims in and out again. Rebounded by Doris. And a long pass down the court. And basically trying to run over Stubblefield was Chesney Hale, but she got called for traveling. She just basically put her shoulder into her, trying to run her over. Looked like she was ISO blocking her.
Yes. She was the fullback leading in the hole there.
Long pass, Avery Snap into the game. Griffin will dribble out of the press and kick it over to Grogan, left wing. Long pass, Avery Snap. Back to Griffin, top of the key, underneath to Copeland, turns and gives to Grogan, left wing. She'll dribble to the top, and now a pass to Avery Snap, underneath to Sanders, underneath to Copeland, and she might have turned her ankle. Long pass to Gabby Smith, left-handed layup, that's good. 9-6, and Copeland right now waves off Natalie Stewart, who was coming into the game. She says, no, I'm good. So here's a long pass from Grogan to Griffin, and that's over her head. That's a turnover, and Bells will have it. I was checking on Copeland there. Is she going to be okay?
She looks all right now.
Yeah, she waved off the sub like she was fine.
A minute 40 on the clock here in the first. Right wing to Hale, now up top to Smith. Long three from Smith off the back of the rim. No good, rebounded by Copeland. Looking for someone to pass it to. Now a long pass, Landry Sanders turns and passes to Grogan. Left wing, underneath now to Sanders. Now up top, or underneath again to Copeland, and she rolls it in off the glass. 1:17 on the clock. And Howe has a 5-point lead early on here. Mia Moore, right side, and now to Quigney, and that's a long three, and that's drilled. And Bells answers right back with a three to make it a 2-point game. Just at a minute left in the first. Grogan against the trap. Griffin's going to dribble down past it. Stops right at the half-court line and then throws it back behind the line.
Yeah, Howe's
That's just a freshman mistake.
Howe's really hurting themselves by getting trapped. I mean, they're breaking the press with passes all right, but once they get trapped, that's usually when the turnover is occurring.
And they got to quit coming to the corner.
I knew it was Tokini. I knew it. She inbounds right there to Mia Moore. And she'll pass up top. Now Gabby Smith. Now Mia Moore. Now into the lane. The runner is up off the glass. That's no good. Now Gabby Smith, a long three. High arcing off the left side of the glass and no good. It was Bondarenko who missed the runner early on. So now we've had 30 seconds. Avery Snap, not really much of a press here. Grogan to Snap. Snap stops and has the ball swatted away. Right underneath. Good pass from Copeland, and rolling it in is Landry Sanders. 16 seconds on the clock. Howe with a 4-point lead. 12 seconds. Mia Moore up top. Now a long shot from Tokini from three. This time it rolls in and out. Rebounded by Grogan. 3, 2, 1. And that last second heave shot's knocked away. And Howe takes a 13-9 lead at the end of one. We'll be
Howe
right back.
Bulldogs basketball brought to you by Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, Uxnord Barbecue, Howe Athletic Booster Club, TechWave, Ed Meacham State Farm, Knight Furniture, Independent Financial, Michelle Castle Guild Mortgage, Star Auto Body, Juan Enciso, Farmers Insurance, Buffalo Wild Wings, Baker Air Conditioning and Heating, Hit Exteriors LLC, Polio's Pizza Cafe, GCEC, Goodfellas Barbershop, Rapid Electric, Legend Bank, CoreFit Gym, Pradera Mobile Home Community, Ann's Realty Group, Don's Smokehouse, Quick Check Convenience Stores, Texas Bread Lifestyle, Family Attorney Kimberly Killebrew, Grayson Garage Door. On the Howe Enterprise Sports webcast from HoweEnterprise.com, this is Howe Bulldogs basketball. Now, with the call of the game, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Monty Walker.
Welcome back. The Lady Bulldogs and the Bells Lady Panthers taking the court, and Landry Sanders about to inbound either to Stubblefield or Griffin, and it looks like it's going to be Griffin. She'll bring it down middle of the court, top of the key. Right side Stubblefield, right wing, and now Griffin, now left wing, Grogan, quick pass Sanders underneath. Beautiful pass to Stubblefield, who misses the runner underneath. And now quickly down the court is Bells, and a left-handed layup by Bondarenko is good. And now it's a 2-point game. Griffin, quick pass is intercepted by Mia Moore. And now kicking it out, a long three from Tokini is off the back of the rim, no good. She gets her own rebound, however. And now could be a jump ball, a fight for it, and it is apparently it is tied up. Possession will go to Bells. 7:23 on the clock. We're just underway here in the second quarter, 13-11. Thank you for listening to the Howe Enterprise broadcast. Monty Walker, Carson Grogan, and the Blizzard, Blake Burnett. Here's Tokini underneath, and that is no good. Long pass on the rebound by Copeland, and Griffin puts it up on the runner, and that's good. She's really good at layups. Griffin is really good at that. 15-11.
When they got the rebound, Griffin looked like a wide receiver on a streak route going down the court.
Yeah, she's really good at that. Mia Moore, and now Tokini thought about the three. Over in the corner, and that's going to be Doris. Turns around, a wild shot, but saved somehow by Bells, and it goes out of bounds. And Howe's going to have possession. It went off a couple of players, but ended up off of Doris, who tried to save it at the last minute. If she'd let it go, it would have been off of Griffin. Long pass Grogan to Griffin. She backs up, long pass. Stubblefield has it, and it gets away from her for a second. And a bounce pass to Sanders, who recovers it for her. Long pass to Grogan, goes off of her fingertips and out of bounds. And Bells is going to have possession, as it was kind of broken up for a little bit by Bells, but it went off of Grogan's fingertips there at the end. Mia Moore will bring it up. 6:31 on the clock. right wing. And now Takini from the top of the key for three off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Griffin, but it goes out of bounds. But apparently it went off a Bells player also, and Howe will have possession. Emery Snap will check in for Stubblefield, and she'll snap her way into the game. All right? Always did that to her when she's a little kid. Every time I'd see her, I'd just snap, because her last name's Snap. Pass to Sanders, and a long pass goes off of Bells, and it's going to go out of bounds. Howe will retain possession, but it's kind of a wild pass right there.
Yep, and the Bills Panthers are doing a really good job of getting their hands in passing lanes. They've tipped at least probably 10-ish, 8-ish balls so far.
Griffin slowly dribbles it up to the top of the key. Bounce pass to Sanders, back to her. Now a pass, she was trying to hit Emery Snap in the corner, but it was knocked away. I believe that was Doris who knocked it away, and Howe's going to have possession. 6:01 on the clock. Emery Snap under the basket to throw it in, and she does to Copeland, who shoots the long shot, but it has her arm knocked. And the shot comes up short, and Doris ends up with it. Long three from Gabby Smith off the right side of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Copeland. Turns around, looks for somebody to throw to. Not yet. Now finds Grogan. Now a long pass to Sanders. Sanders hits Copeland at the left elbow. A jumper. That's up. That's good. Howe needed that bucket. 17-11. 5:31 on the clock. Long three by Tokini off the left side of the rim. That's no good. Rebounded by Doris, who tried to save it as it was going out of bounds, but her leg was on the stripe. So it'll be Howe ball with 5:23 on the clock. Checking into the game is Madeline Stewart for Emery Snap.
Howe's making their shots tonight, and Bells isn't is the difference in the game right now.
Grogan looking for someone to inbound it to. Got to hurry. Now a long high pass to Copeland. Sanders turns around just in time to field the pass from Copeland, and now a long shot from Sanders. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Madeline Stewart. And there was a scramble for it, and apparently Stewart was fouled. That's Bell's fifth foul. Howe has one. Sanders to inbound. Ball over her head, high lob into Copeland. Back to Sanders, gets away from her. Griffin is going to dribble it out. Long pass, Katie Grogan's going to shoot the three. Off the right side of the rim, no good. Sierra Copeland volleyballs it away and then can't go get it after it rolls out of bounds. And Bells will have possession with 4:56 on the clock.
Howe getting a lot of offensive rebounds so far in this game tonight.
Aldridge into the game for Bells. Mia Moore, a long pass underneath. And Aldridge is going to shoot the three. That's off the back of the rim, no good. And it's going to roll off of Kendall Griffin and go out of bounds. And Bells will have possession. Moore is going to throw it in. Guarded by Grogan. All alone is Aldridge at the free throw line, and misses it wildly. Ends up in the hands of Sierra Copeland. A long pass to Sanders by herself underneath the goal. Has to stop and turn around as she was too far under the goal and tried to turn and pass it to Stewart, but it goes off of Bells and out of bounds. Howe will have possession. 4:32 on the clock.
Yeah, good idea on the pass by Copeland. Just a little too much on it.
Sanders guarded by Moore to inbound. And a lob pass inside to Stewart, gets away. Moore tries to save it. It's in the hands of Copeland. Quick pass underneath by Grogan to Sanders, but it gets away. And that was a good idea, just not well executed. Good look.
Yeah, the Bulldogs are making really good passes so far. Usually, you know, nothing too special pass-wise from them, but tonight they look really good.
Here's a stretch underneath. A runner is no good, blocked by Copeland, and it goes out of bounds off of Bells. It was Rowland who rolled to the middle of the lane on that jumper. Here's Sanders to Grogan. Across the stripe to Copeland. She has the ball get away from her. And now Bells goes racing down the other side. The runner layup right-handed on the left side of the lane is good by Hale. and it's a 17-13 game. Bounce pass to Grogan, and now a nice pass from Copeland to Stewart underneath the bucket, and Howe increases their lead 19-13, I should say.
Sierra Copeland making beautiful passes. Her last game as a Howe Bulldogs, she might want to go for a triple-double.
Tokini now in the corner, ball scramble for it underneath. Stewart ends up with it. Long pass to Griffin from Copeland. Now another long pass to Grogan over her head. It gets away and out of bounds, and another turnover for Howe. We talked about that. The turnovers have been the problem for Howe this season. 333 coming into last week. Of course, they've added to that. I mean, we're looking at upwards of nearly 400 turnovers in a season. That's tough to overcome.
Carson, Sierra Copeland is on triple-double watch with 6.7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 blocks so far tonight.
Wait,
could be a quadruple-double.
Quadruple-double?
Yeah, she could.
That'd be one way to go out.
Man alive, wouldn't it? Yeah, that would be interesting. So we've got a 19-13 game. It's a good game so far. Much better than a week ago, I should say.
Yeah, definitely. The Lady Bulldogs are doing, I think, a pretty solid job breaking the press. It's just a turnover here and there, but.
Hey, I got to give a big shout out to Jake Roberts and his crew over there at Howe Podcast 101. I did an interview with them this past week. I don't know if anybody was able to catch that or not, but I helped them try to sell some of their merch, you know. Anyway, there's a video on YouTube. I think it's Howe Entertainment. It's Howe Podcast 101. And I was able to sit down with those guys, and they asked me some questions about back in the day and broadcasting and city stuff. It was a good time. Good time. So check it out if you get a chance. Back to action, 19-13. 3:13 on the clock here in the second, and I thought Mia Moore was going to turn it over. Here's a pass underneath. She rolls it off the side of the rim, and it rolls in. What looked like a disaster for Bells turns into 2 points. 3:01 on the clock. Griffin is going to get across the line. A nice pass into Copeland. Drives the lane. Up. That's good. 21-15. 2:54 on the clock. Bells trying to quickly answer back. Moore dribbles it across the line. Now right side, a long three. That's no good. And it's going to be a fight for it for the rebound as Stewart, Grogan, and Moore all fighting for it. Howe has possessions on the tie ball. Again, a press. Grogan to Sanders. Back to Grogan. Got a dribble. She's going to try to dribble out of it. Now it gets away. It's going to be picked up by Doris, and she misses the runner. Ends up back in Gabby Smith's hands, and a foul's going to be called on Kendall Griffin.
Looked like all ball
Yeah.
to me. Like
She
must have got her with the body, I guess.
She was behind her, but her hand was on the ball.
So Gabby Smith is going to shoot the first of 2 shots here with 2:31 left to go before the half.
And this is also one thing Bells does really good, free throws. They do not miss many free throws.
Well, they made that one right there. Tegan Stubblefield checks into the game for Kendall Griffin. So sophomore for freshman on the exchange. Gabby Smith about ready to shoot her second foul shot. And it's up and off the side of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Stewart. A pass almost stolen, but it gets into Stubblefield's hands. Now to Copeland. Long pass to Grogan, but it goes off of Bells, and Howes is going to retain possession. Tried to steal it away was Doris, but it goes off her hands. Now Sanders will inbound to Stubblefield. Top of the key. Copeland is at high post, but this goes to Grogan on the right wing. Ball above her head, looking for Copeland underneath. A lob pass to Stewart, and it goes off of Bells underneath the basket, and Howe retains possession as Sanders will check it in here with 2:11 left to go before the half. Sanders, a long pass, top of the key. Grogan's going to shoot the three. It's blocked, partially blocked, and ends up in the hands of Takini. Long pass down to Smith, and Grogan knocks it out of the hands of Smith. Bells will have possession with 2:02 on the clock here in the second quarter. Mia Moore to throw it in, and she finds right in the corner was Bondarenko, and she misses the three. Now a push by Landry Sanders is going to be called on Tokini. So that's Howe's third foul. Bondarenko checks out. Mia Moore will inbound here. And that's going to be Hale. Drives the bucket, now kicks it out up top. Gabby Smith thought about the longest three ever. Cassidy Anderson style, but she says no. Now a pass underneath. That's Doris, left-handed, no good. Rebounded by Copeland. Long pass to Stubblefield. Dribbles across the line. Waits for everybody to get across. Now left wing to Grogan. Inside, Copeland, left elbow up off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Tokini. And down the court goes Hale. She's going to drive the bucket right side, right-handed. That's good. It's a three-point game with $1:19 left to go in the second quarter. Grogan inbounds to Sanders. Go ahead.
That was a nice move by Hale right there. Finish that way up.
Copeland with a pass to Stubblefield. Almost walks. Ball above her head. She has a dribble. Now she does. A lob underneath to Madeline Stewart. It gets away, but it ends up in the hands of Copeland for a moment, then it's taken away. Smith will dribble down on Landry Sanders. Smith's going to take it from one side to the other, and the runner's up. No good. She draws the foul on Stubblefield or Grogan.
I think they're going to call on Stubblefield.
It is Stubblefield. So under a minute remaining in the second, and Howe clinging to a 21-18 lead. Gabby Smith is going to shoot two right here. And the first one is good. You're right, Carson. They shoot free throws very, very well. Stewart is going to check out, and Kendall Griffin checks back into the game. Trying to make it a one-point game is Smith, and she does. 53 seconds. As Grogan will inbound to Griffin, a bounce pass back to Grogan. Long pass in the middle to Sanders. Now a quick pass to Stubblefield. Right wing. She'll dribble top of the key, now to the middle of the lane. Puts up the jumper off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Copeland. She puts it right back up. That is good. Howe extends the lead. Needed that. Now at 30 seconds. And a long pass all alone was Rowland. And she converts the runner, and it's 23-22. Now Grogan is going to be fouled by Hale with 22.5 seconds remaining before the half.
And we're not even in the bonus yet, Monty. That's one thing. That's surprising.
Yeah, I mentioned to the official a moment ago during the timeout that we haven't even mentioned the officials at all. So I guess they're doing okay.
And
Griffin, right wing to Grogan. Top of the key, back to Griffin. Playing for the final shot here, one would imagine. 10 seconds on the clock. And now Grogan, right wing, back to Griffin, top of the key. Looking for Grogan, right wing, long bomb. That one's in and out, no good. Rebounded by Bells. Last second heave by Smith is no good. And we go into the locker room, 23-22. Lady Bulldogs in the lead. Guys, we've got a pretty good game here.
It's a great game. 1 point game and a half. You can't ask for any better.
I'd like to say hello to Michelle Carney, who walks by the table right here. She's always doing a great job taking pictures for the Howe Enterprise. Does a remarkable job. Appreciate that. So we're going to take a quick timeout. We're going to come back with stats and all that kind of good stuff. We'll be right back right after this timeout.
Howe Bulldogs Basketball, brought to you by Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, Bucksnort Barbecue, Howe Athletic Booster Club, Tech Wave, Ed Meacham State Farm, Knight Furniture, Independent Financial, Michelle Castle Guild Mortgage, Star Auto Body, Juan Enciso, Farmers Insurance, Buffalo Wild Wings, Baker Air Conditioning and Heating, Hit Exteriors LLC, Polio's Pizza Cafe, GZEC, Goodfellas Barbershop, Rapid Electric, Legend Bank, Corefit Gym, Pradera Mobile Home Community, Ann's Realty Group, Don's Smokehouse, Quick Check Convenience Stores, Texas Bread Lifestyle, Family Attorney Kimberly Killebrew, Grayson Garage Door. On the Howe Enterprise Sports webcast from HoweEnterprise.com, this is Howe Bulldogs Basketball. Now, with the call of the game, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Monty Walker.
Welcome back. We're at the half, 23-22. Lady Bulldogs in the lead over the Lady Panthers of Bells. We'll kick it on over here to the Blizzard. Blake Burnett, you ready for some stats over there?
Let's do these stats.
Let's do them.
The Lady Bulldogs are leading 23-22 here at the half tonight. Sierra Copeland leads the Bulldogs with 10 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists,
Already
and
a
3
double-double.
blocks. Already a double-double. She's making her impact in her final game as a Lady Bulldog. Katie Grogan adds 3 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Kendall Griffin adds 4 points, 5 rebounds, and an assist. Landry Sanders, 4 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Madeline Stewart, 2 points and 3 rebounds. The play that has impressed me tonight is using Landry in the low post and Sierra in the high post, and they kind of run a give and go. Sierra's gotten 2 of her assists from there, and Landry's gotten 2 of hers from there.
It's a pretty good look.
We'll go to Bells. Riley Rowland off the bench is their leading scorer with 6 points. Gabby Smith adds 5. I'll tell you, she's not afraid to shoot the basketball, though.
No, she's not.
She probably has 15 attempts already in the first half. Chesney Hale has 2 points, 2 steals. Mia Moore, 2 points and a rebound. Jaden, how do you say it? Tokini has 3 points and 6 rebounds. She's not afraid to shoot the ball from deep either.
No, she's not.
Bailey Doris adds 2 rebounds. Hannah.
Let's see. Hannah, that one is
Bondarenko, 4 points and 2 rebounds. And Kylie Aldridge with 2 points.
Very nice. Carson Grogan, your take.
I mean, just like Blake said, 1 point game at halftime. You can't ask for any more. But the Lady Bulldogs, they done well. They still turn the ball over, but it's not as much as last week against Gunner. And to win this game, they're going to have to limit turnovers because that's what Bells is really good at doing, forcing turnovers.
Yeah, and one thing I've been really impressed with the Lady Bulldogs tonight is breaking the press. They've done a really good job of that. Matter of fact, much better tonight than they did a year ago at Bells when they didn't have Jenna Honore.
Yes, it is much better tonight. They're using the middle of the court tonight more than they have in the past, and that's how you beat the press.
Yep.
I think we've seen Kendall Griffin grow up a lot from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. You have to remember she's a freshman. That kind of came out of nowhere for me with Kendall even being on varsity. I had no idea she was the basketball player that she was. But to see as much floor time as she has this year, you can imagine what kind of impact that's going to make, not just next year, but imagine a senior year of having 4 years of that many minutes.
Yeah, she's going to be something special come her senior year.
Emery Snap also getting a lot of playing time as a freshman. Not as much, obviously, but getting some playing time. And all of that helps. You remember that, Derek Lands is not afraid to put freshmen on the floor. He did it with Allie Harvey. He did it with Jenna Honore. He did it with Riley Harvey. He did it with, I think Cassidy Anderson may have had some time. Holly Hawkins back in the day had some time, I believe, as a freshman. Molly might have had some time as a freshman. So he's not, he knows the payoff of what it eventually does down the road. You suffer through the freshman year, but the payoff is much greater for you if you go ahead and get them exposed in that freshman year. Speaking of that, we understand that Cooper Jones, the freshman, will make his varsity debut tonight for the Howe Bulldogs. I don't know how much he'll play, but I think with some quarantine situations, that has affected Howe's roster, which certainly has figured into the decision of Cooper Jones elevating to number 50. He'll wear the number 50 tonight. Not 24.
Was that by choice or?
No, I think that was handed to him.
Okay. All they had left, huh?
I think hey, Cooper's a pretty big kid. Let's
Yeah, he is.
let's start at the back of the jerseys and work our way forward, because usually the 2 X's are in the back, and those are usually the big numbers. We've got about 1:38 before the Lady Bulldogs get back to action here. The Howe Bulldogs will feature that game after this one. Now, it won't be on the same stream. You'll have to click over on the other one. We'll finish this stream. It's senior night. We'll end this one, and then you'll have to click over on howenterprise.com on the other box that's on the homepage, or the live broadcast page, either one. We've got it on both of them. Or you can find it on YouTube, which will be shared on Twitter. And I believe the YouTube is going to be shared on Facebook as well later on. So plenty of ways to listen, but this stream will end after this game. So you'll have to catch the boys somewhere else on the other feed. We're just about ready for action. Howe leading Bells 23-22. And interesting that Trinity Williams is suited out, but not playing tonight.
Yeah, that's surprising. I'd figure, since she's a junior, don't risk it. Especially you don't want to ruin your senior year of basketball with a torn ACL or whatever could go wrong with that knee.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
She probably wanted to just show respect to the seniors tonight and dress out with them.
So we're going to try to get another pronunciation from Miss Takini here. She told us a minute ago. Now we're looking for Bondarenko. I don't think she can hear me. Bondarenko. Miss Takini's been very nice to us tonight, giving us pronunciations. So she'll inbound here right in front of the table to Mia Moore. 7:58 on the clock. Moore, a pass over to Smith. Now Takini, left side. Now Doris. Now Moore. Now Takini, top of the key. She likes to shoot that. Didn't do it. Doris, Smith. Corner to Takini. She'll shoot the 3 there, and that's bottom of the net. And Bells takes the lead for the first time since it was 2-0. And now the ball gets away from Grogan, and Bells is going to have possession here. The inbound got away from, we just got through bragging about how well the Lady Bulldogs have broken the press, but
yeah, this would be a really bad time to start turning the ball over.
Broadcaster jinx again. There's a foul called on Grogan as she puts her palms to the sky.
I think he's going to call that on Kendall Griffin.
Yeah, that's 3 on Griffin too.
Yeah, it is. That is on Griffin.
And also, 3 usually, makes you get to have a seat on the bench, but with not that many subs.
Underneath the basket all alone is Gabby Smith, and she puts it up and extends Bell's lead, 27-23. Grogan, and now the press gets a little tougher. They get it in, and Grogan's going to try to get it across the line. A long pass stolen by Mia Moore. She was looking for Griffin and just heaved it. And now on the other end is going to be Hale. She puts it up in the middle of the lane, and it's going to be fouled. So Bells comes out with some renewed energy here in the second half.
He waited till she missed that shot to call the foul, though.
I've noticed that a lot this year. That has been the new referee protocol.
Hale's first shot. Is that the first free throw they've missed?
No, I think they missed one.
No, Gabby Smith missed one earlier.
Okay. Well, they missed that one. So the second shot is good. So 28-23, 7:06 on the clock. Grogan looking for somewhere to go. And now Sanders. Sanders has got to turn around and find somewhere to go. Back to Grogan. Got to hurry. Got to turn around and hurry. Get it across. A long heave to Sanders, who just gets it across. Now she runs to the bucket. A floater to Copeland. She has it get away from her. Tries to pass it to Stubblefield. It goes out of bounds. Howe will somehow retain possession, but that was ugly.
Yeah, Bells changed their press, and
it's giving the Lady Bulldogs fits right now.
6:49 on the clock. Sanders to Stubblefield. To Griffin, left wing. Katie Grogan, right wing. She'll shoot the 3. That's good. That's a big shot right there by Katie Grogan. Makes it a 3-point game. 6:35 on the clock. Mia Moore dribbles it down. Doris to Takini to Mia Moore in the corner. Up top to Hale underneath to Mia Moore. Quick pass out to Doris for three off the front of the rim, no good. And now a struggle for the ball as Tegan Stubblefield, and I believe that's Gabby Smith. No, that was Hale wrestling for it. It looked like a wrestling match down there. Hal's going to end up with possession with 6:20 on the clock. Inbound to Stubblefield. Turns around, you got to dribble through it. It's going to almost be stolen from behind, but getting it back is Tegan Stubblefield. Now back to Grogan, back to Stubblefield, back to Grogan. Grogan over to Griffin, right wing. Back to Grogan, top of the key. Sanders was open alone. Grogan didn't see her. Long three by Stubblefield off the left side of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Moore, kicked out to Doris. Dribbles right down the lane. A bounce pass goes off of Copeland's feet, and Bells tries to save it. It goes out of bounds. Howe has possession. Hale tried to save it, and she'll check out of the game now. And checking in is Bondarenko. And you're right, the press is stiffened up a little bit. Griffin's going to dribble down to break the press, turns around, looks for somewhere to go. Grogan all alone, top of the key. That's bottom of the net again. And Howe takes the lead, 29-28.
That one was Steph Curry range, Carson.
And here's Gabby Smith dribbling to the lane, blocked by Copeland and out of bounds. And Bells will retain possession. How many blocks is that?
That is 4 blocks now.
Mia Moore trying to inbound. She does to Gabby Smith. The deep bomb, long three, nothing but air, and it goes out of bounds. Howe will have possession and a 1-point lead with 5:22 left to go here in the third.
It seems like the Lady Panthers, on a fast break, they're having easy points, but when the Howe labels are set up on their defense, the Lady Panthers are struggling to get something going.
A fade route from Grogan to Griffin. Now a pass to Copeland underneath, and it rolls in and out. Rebounded by Griffin. A fight for it. Somehow Griffin comes out of it. And now Stubblefield, and what's the call there?
I think he's going to call
Gabby
a
hit her in
foul.
the face.
Yeah.
Who's it on?
Gabby
Gabby
Smith.
Smith. But what a rebound effort from Kendall Griffin. Probably one of the smart people in the court, went over 3 Bills Panthers and got a rebound.
I don't know how she wasn't fouled when she went back up.
There could have been a lot of fouls called right there. 29-28, 5:08 on the clock. Stubblefield to inbound. Finds Kendall Griffin on a bounce pass at the top of the key. Back over to Grogan. Another long three off the right side of the rim. No good. Rebounded out of, it actually goes out of bounds off of Howe. And Bells will have possession. Mia Moore to inbound to Doris and back to Moore. 4:56 on the clock. Guarded by Grogan and now in the corner. Up top to Doris. Bondarenko to Moore, top of the key. Grogan tried to steal, and Moore steps up, shoots the shot. It's no good. And now a long three off the back of the rim, no good. Doris comes down with it. A long pass right side, guarded by Copeland, and Mia Moore is going to set it up, guarded by Grogan. Moore thought about driving the bucket, now kicks it out to the right side to Rowland, and now Hale, the jumper, blocked by Copeland, and they're going to call the foul. Apparently Copeland got her with the body because she got nothing but ball right there.
Yeah, Sierra's block looked clean. I figured they were probably going to call on Tegan for the body, but
I was shocked by that call.
yeah. And the Lady Panthers getting a lot of second chance opportunities. If Howe wants to contend to win this game, they can't allow that.
Hale's first shot is good. That ties the game at 29. 4:20 on the clock here in the third. Second shot is off the side of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Stubblefield. Howe has 3 fouls. Bells has 1 so far in the second half. Grogan is going to have to dribble across the line. Now passes it to Landry Sanders. Back to Grogan. A handoff to Griffin at the top of the key. Bounce pass to Grogan, almost out at her feet. Grogan a long pass, Stubblefield thought about the three. She's going to step aside, and now a bounce pass underneath. Gets away from Landry Sanders, stolen away by Doris. She'll drive all the way to the bucket, sidesteps Griffin and puts it in. Bells takes the lead, 31-29, 3:46 on the clock.
That was a nice move by Doris.
Stubblefield to Griffin. It gets stolen away for a moment, ends up in the hands of Grogan. Griffin left wing, long pass, Stubblefield. Thought about the three again from the right wing. Back to Grogan, top of the key. Left wing, top of the key to Grogan. Copeland is at high post. Sanders is trapped in the corner. Nowhere to go. She's on one knee, throws it to Griffin. And now a tie ball, and possession's going to go to Bells. All together now. Takini to inbound to Mia Moore. 31-29, Bells in the lead, 3:10 on the clock here in the third. Mia Moore kicks it out to Doris, now in the corner. Thought about the runner was rolling. And now a long three by Mia Moore's off the front of the rim, no good. A scramble for the ball, it rolls out of bounds, and Howe is going to have possession. 2:52 on the clock, down by 2. Checking into the game is Gabby Smith. Checking out of the game is Riley Rowland. Ball kind of gets away. Griffin scrambles for it. It's rolling to the corner, picked up by Sarah Copeland. Now another scramble for it. It's picked up by Bells. Mia Moore going the other way with it. Dribbling right, cross dribbling. Top of the key, Gabby Smith. Long three. Short on the front of the rim. She gets her own rebound in the corner. She's going to dribble to the middle of the lane, jack it up again. Landry Sanders was blocking somebody out and couldn't see the ball. Smith, a long three again, front of the rim, no good. Copeland knocks it away into the hands of Doris. And now Moore and Grogan scramble for the ball. A lot of contact, no call. Now there is contact and a call from Tegan Stubblefield. And it apparently Hale is going to shoot 2 here.
That's Tegan's third foul.
The Lady Panthers just seemed like they wanted to go get the basketball more on that.
They're out hustling the Lady Bulldogs.
Yes, they did right there.
Hale's first shot is good, extends the lead to 3 for Bells. Natalie Stewart will check into the game for Landry Sanders, who checks out. So Sanders was working on a block out right there. She had her head turned to see the defender, and when the ball bounced off the rim, it landed right in front of her, but she didn't see it.
Yes.
And now the press is going to turn in Bell's favor again. Gabby Smith ends up with it. She'll drive the lane, kick it out to Doris. Right wing, now to Keeney, left wing for 3, and that one is good. And all of a sudden, it's a 7-point game for Bells, as the press has done wonders for the Lady Panthers. But Howe quickly beats it right here, but it's stolen away. Griffin had someone steal behind her, but Howe gets it back. Stewart on the runner, on the jumper in the middle of the lane. That's no good. Rebounded by Doris, and here goes Hale from one end to the other. She misses the jumper, and now Grogan's in trouble. It gets away from her, scramble by Copeland, and this is getting a little bit out of hand.
Oh, they gave
players
Bells
all over the place.
They gave the Bells coach a timeout there.
No one had possession of the ball.
No one had possession of that ball.
The officials are discussing it right now. The ball was rolling all over the place, as were players rolling all over the place. Everything was a little bit out of whack and out of sync right there.
So far in this half, there's been a lot of bodies on the floor. These refs definitely letting them play.
There was 3 kick balls on that possession alone.
Derek Lands is not happy. And that's exactly what Lands is saying. The ball was rolling while the whistle blew. And they gave Bells the timeout with possession, but no one had possession.
No.
So not a good call right there.
Well, if you go halfway through the third quarter and now we're just starting to complain about the refs, they've done a pretty solid job so far.
Yeah.
They've been letting them play all night.
Yeah, they've been letting them play all night. Hopefully.
Yeah, we haven't had any ticky-tack fouls.
no.
We haven't said the word ticky-tack, so you can't be too bad. But that wasn't a great call.
No, not too much.
Howe down by 7, a minute 26 left to go in the third. As Takini will inbound, she fans her face a little bit. And now Moore will dribble down the middle of the court. Guarded by Grogan. She'll dribble left-handed, now top of the key. Rotation around the perimeter, and now Copeland steals it. And now a long pass to Stubblefield in the corner. Griffin, long three, or was it 2? Apparently it was 2. A long pass down to Hale. She goes up, and a foul is going to be called on Stewart, I believe.
The scoreboard gave her 3. So far, they haven't talked about correcting that.
So as of right now, it was 3.
It looked like a 3 from here.
It did look like a 3. No arms from the officials went up in the air. Matter of fact, the nearest official went to put his arms up. He looked at the other official who didn't put his arms up, and he put them back down. So he had baby arm for a minute. 3-point baby arm. But so far, it's a 5-point game as of right now. 58 seconds left to go in the third. Hale will hit that one there.
And Bell's starting to really be good at their game plan.
Well, they
Force
love to
turnovers and shoot free throws.
That's right. Grogan inbound here. 57 seconds. Grogan with the ball over her head, decides to dribble now. Pass to Griffin. Now a pass to Copeland underneath. A nice pass to Stewart. She misses the layup underneath, and Bells ends up with it. Gabby Smith has it with 41 seconds. Heading from our left to our right. Mia Moore, left wing, now underneath. Smith with the long 3, right wing, looks good, it is good. Hey, 41-32, it's a 9-point game. Griffin trying to beat the press. It has stiffened up and she throws it away. She was trying to hit Grogan, but just missed her. And that's just letting the game get a little bit ahead of you. Yeah. Too fast in your head. That's all that is. So a timeout's been called.
And, I mean, the Lady Bulldogs, they're getting right to the bottom of they're getting right beside the basket, just can't really convert on layups and block shots.
The story of the second half has been the press by Bells.
Yeah, they didn't go in a trap press. They went full court, man-to-man, or woman-to-woman here.
Yeah, and it's been stingy.
Yes, they don't give you any space at all.
The first half press was kind of You know, Howe did a great job. We mentioned it at half. Howe did a great job of breaking the press because it wasn't, you know, a stifling press such as they are running here in the second half. And it is stifling. Just about ready to get back to action. 10 seconds on the scoreboard. Timeout. So Bells comes back on the court. Bells has their maroon jerseys with gold numbers outlined in white. Bells written on the chest in gold outlined in white. And a gold stripe down the side of the uniform with Panthers written on the leg.
It should be Howe ball. Howe called the timeout.
It's Howe ball, I would.
Yeah, it's Howe ball.
Bells' ball. Howe called the timeout after the turnover.
Yeah, Howe called it. Oh, what?
It's Bells' ball.
So Bells will have possession here. Mia Moore to inbound, guarded by Katie Grogan. Gabby Smith has it top of the key. Guarded by Stubblefield. She's going to try to beat her inside and now kicks it out. And Rowland now back to Gabby Smith. Thought about the three. Guarded nicely by Stubblefield. Now in the corner. Now Moore, left wing. Guarded by Grogan. Kicks it out. Long three by Rowland. And that is to the left and no good. We are entering the fourth quarter. Howe all of a sudden down by 9, and that happened very quickly. We'll be right back right after this timeout.
Howe Bulldogs Basketball, brought to you by Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, Buck Snort Barbecue, Howe Athletic Booster Club, Tech Wave, Ed Meacham State Farm, Knight Furniture, Independent Financial, Michelle Castle Guild Mortgage, Star Auto Body, Juan Enciso, Farmers Insurance, Buffalo Wild Wings, Baker Air Conditioning and Heating, Hit Exteriors LLC, Polio's Pizza Cafe, GZEC, Goodfellas Barbershop, Rapid Electric, Legend Bank, Corefit Gym, Pradera Mobile Home Community, Ann's Realty Group, Don's Smokehouse, Quick Check Convenience Stores, Texas Bread Lifestyle, Family Attorney Kimberly Killebrew, Grayson Garage Door. On the Howe Enterprise Sports webcast from HoweEnterprise.com, this is Howe Bulldogs basketball. Now, with the call of the game, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Monty Walker.
Welcome back. It's now a 10-point game because they took the point off. Kendall Griffin's 3, they ruled it as a 2 apparently.
And Lands is questioning the officials on that.
Grogan left wing. Has it knocked away and out of bounds. Landry Sanders to inbound. Just underway here in the fourth, 7:49 left to go in the game. Senior night, so we'll have festivities in between games. Grogan with the long 3 from the corner is good. And Howe needed that really badly. It's 41-34. Now in the corner to answer right back is Bells, but it rolls in and out. And it's going to go, no, apparently into the hands of Smith again. And a loose ball, Griffin trying to dive for it, but it ends in the hands of Gabby Smith. Guarded by Stubblefield, right wing. And that is Hale. She misses the 3. Underneath, Smith grabs the rebound, and Sierra Copeland is down, and this is not good. She is extremely hurt. Might be an ankle or a knee, but she is in extremely bad pain. Copeland grabbing her left knee area.
It might be a cramp.
Let's hope it's a cramp. But again, it's senior night, and Sierra Copeland, obviously a senior with playing her final game in a Howe uniform, will probably, it's pretty obvious that she probably will not return tonight. She is in extreme pain. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back right after this.
Howe Bulldogs basketball, brought to you by Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, Uxnort Barbecue, Howe Athletic Booster Club, TechWave, Ed Meacham State Farm, Knight Furniture, Independent Financial, Michelle Castle Guild Mortgage, Star Auto Body, Juan Enciso, Farmers Insurance, Buffalo Wild Wings, Baker Air Conditioning and Heating, Hit Exteriors LLC, Polio's Pizza Cafe, GZEC, Goodfellas Barbershop, Rapid Electric, Legend Bank, Corefit Gym, Pradera Mobile Home Community, Ann's Realty Group, Don's Smokehouse, Quick Check Convenience Stores, Texas Bread Lifestyle, Family Attorney Kimberly Killebrew, Grayson Garage Door. On the Howe Enterprise Sports webcast from HoweEnterprise.com, this is Howe Bulldogs basketball. Now, with the call of the game, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Monty Walker.
Hale steals it on the inbound and puts up the runner, and that is good, and it's an 11-point game, and now Griffin throws it away, and another turnover. Back-to-back turnovers, and Bells will have possession with 6:59 left to go in the game. Now, Sierra Copeland, the official said that it was a cramp. And apparently that's what it is, because Sierra is stretching out that left leg. She has got her toes on the wall and is trying to stretch out that calf. The way she was screaming and hollering, I thought that was probably an ACL.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I mean, I've had cramps and I've had ACLs. Screaming like that came from the ACL, not the cramp, in my experience. But both are very painful, I understand. But that was that's some grade A hollering right there. So 11-point game, 6:59 left to go in the game. Mia Moore will dribble up from our left to right, guarded by Grogan when she gets there, and she's there. Top of the key, Gabby Smith going to dribble to the lane, cut the lane off the back of the glass, no good. A scramble for the ball. Mia Moore's going to shoot the three, and that's no good. And it lands in the hands of Gabby Smith. She goes up, it's blocked, and it goes out of bounds. And Howe's going to have possession, and I don't know how that happened.
I don't know. There should have been like 3 fouls on Howe.
There were several fouls that didn't get called.
And now Lance is not happy about. I don't know how he's not happy.
Now it's Bells' ball.
Now it's
now
Bells.
Bells is going to have.
The Bells coach is very persuasive. He's very persuasive.
I guess so. Mia Moore will inbound. And a long pass. Smith, top of the key. Hale, right. And Landry Sanders is going to be called for a foul as Hale was trying to feed inside to Doris. And that's Howe's 15th foul. Bells has 1 team foul.
And that's what Coach Lance was. He was pointing at the scoreboard showing the official the foul difference.
Bounce pass underneath to Gabby Smith, who throws it up, and it's no good, but into the hands of Doris, and she'll put it up. Had Sierra Copeland been in the game, she would not have rebounded that one. But Copeland is on the sideline working on that calf. Grogan got to beat the press, got to get across the line. Quickly to Stubblefield, now the pass to Sanders, and finally a foul is called on Mia Moore. As that one had that not been called, Lance would have been a little animated over there. Sanders to inbound, finds Grogan top of the key. 6:08 to go in the game. Howe down by 13 all of a sudden. It's a beautiful game until the vicious press by Bells in the second half, and the Sanders at the high post has it tied up. And Bells has possession. So.
Yeah, Sanders making a big mistake by putting that ball on your hip while you're in the lane. That's a mistake around these Bells Panthers.
Possession goes to Bells, and Sierra Copeland checks back into the game. That's good news. 5:55 on the clock. Moore dribbles across the line. And now to Takini in the corner. Dribbling it up top. Doris has it top of the key. In the corner is Takini. She could shoot the three, but she doesn't. But Hale drives to the bucket and misses the runner, rebounded by Copeland. A long pass, Griffin, and she heaves it. And a great save by Sanders to Stubblefield, but it rolls off and ends up in the lap of Bells. And Katie Grogan is tripped up by Hale, but no call there. Feet-to-feet tangle. Grogan ends up on the floor, and the ball goes out of bounds, but Howe retains possession.
That looked more like a truck from Hale to Grogan to me.
Grogan holding her like her collarbone for a moment, but the official asked her if she's okay. She says yes and smiles. Griffin trying to beat the press. Stubblefield to Grogan. Got to get across. Now the long pass to Stubblefield. Grabs it out of the sky. Copeland has it at left elbow. Griffin, right wing, is going to dribble in the corner. And a foul is going to be called on Gabby Smith. On Griffin. That's the third team foul. And Sanders will inbound. Lob pass to Copeland. Goes straight to the bucket, puts it in, rolls in, and hits the bottom of the net. Now it's an 11-point game. Quickly down the court goes Bells. They'll put it up on the runner, and that one is good, and that's Bondarenko. 13-point game. Stubblefield to Sanders. She's trapped, and she puts the ball on her hip again, and they take it away from her.
Oh, and a foul.
But I thought they were going to tie it up, but a foul's called.
Foul was called, but she definitely walked before the foul.
And one thing that surprised me, the Lady Panthers, even with a lead, still going fast break offense. They're not taking their time.
Stubblefield, Grogan left wing, up to Stubblefield. Now high post to Copeland. And a foul has been called on Riley Rowland. And all of a sudden, that's Bell's fifth foul. So they're catching up in fouls.
Real fast, too.
Howe down by 13. A pass underneath by Griffin's thrown away. Into the lap of Bells. And now a quick pass underneath Bondarenko to Hale, who turns around, chunks it, and it goes in, 51-36. Grogan, couple of dribbles, and over to Griffin. Griffin has to find somewhere to go with it and feeds Grogan. Now underneath Copeland, the runner, that's good. 4 minutes to go in the game, and Copeland makes it a 11-point game, a 13-point game, rather. Takini thought about the three and pulled it down to Hale, and a timeout's been called by Bells.
Yeah, now I think they're going to switch over to their, slow, get the shot you want type of offense.
Well, I would just, hope they pull the press off a little bit.
Yeah.
No, Bells presses everybody. They don't stop.
There's a massive difference in the first half press and the second half press, though. And we talked about that last time we took a break. There's a huge difference. They have kind of a toy with you, half speed, and then a full-blown, we're just going to kill you press. And we've seen nothing but the we're going to kill you press in the second half.
Yep.
And they got some scores on offense, Bells does. They got 3 girls in double figures right now.
I know Takini has shot well from the three-point line.
Yeah, she has 11, Hale has 12, and Gabby Smith has 12.
And Takini, for a player that plays center most of the time, still a really good shot from behind the arc.
Smith and Howe, I thought was going to show a trap there, but Gabby Smith guarded tightly by Griffin. She runs around her, and now into the game, Doris. A pass up top, Mia Moore. A pass underneath is going to be stolen away, but a jump ball was called. I thought Stubblefield ended up with the ball there, but
I didn't even think Hale had her hands on it.
I didn't either, but they called a jump ball, and Howe has possession, thankfully. And Doris knocked it away. Griffin was trying to hit Grogan, and Doris just knocked it out of bounds, so Howe will do it again. 3:27 on the clock, 51-38. Griffin, Bell's still pressing, but not like they were. Griffin's going to have to dribble across. She stops, and now she cross dribbles, and a pass to Stubblefield across the line. Almost thrown away, but Grogan comes away with it. Copeland turns around, shoots. That's no good. Rebounded by Moore. And Moore will shoot it to Gabby Smith, left wing, who will bring it up to the top. Back to Moore. 3 minutes left to go in the game. Moore will dribble very high court from one side to the other. And now a pass underneath to Keeney, all alone for the easy bucket. And Griffin again throws it away, trying to hit Grogan and threw it right over her head. And she grabs her face. She puts both hands on her face as if to say, man, I just got to stop doing that. A little frustration from the freshman.
Yep.
But that happens.
Yeah, she's getting the growing pains out of the way early, and she shows real quickness, though, out there.
Trust me, I was a freshman on varsity in that same situation. Not a guard, thankfully. I was a three, a wing, a high post. But I had my fair shares of turnovers that freshman year. You got to imagine, I was 14 years old. I was I didn't turn 15 until I was a sophomore, right before my sophomore year. So that adds a little bit also. I don't know when Kendall Griffin's birthday is, but that makes a big difference. Now we'll see Cooper Jones in the boys game, and he's already 15, and Jacob Campbell's already 15. That makes a big difference.
Yep.
When you have that birthday in September or October, it's a big difference. It's not so much a big deal the older you get, junior, senior year, but when you're a freshman, that's a big deal. 53-38, 2:44 left to go in the game. More to inbound. And this is stolen away by Griffin, who went up for it like a cornerback and came down with it. She dribbles all the way down, kicks it to Copeland. It goes off of Copeland into the hands of Grogan. She misses the jump shot, and it goes out of bounds. Copeland, however, saves it before it does. Long pass to Grogan. Ball over her head. Now high post to Sierra Copeland, who has it knocked away from her, and a foul is going to be called. I believe that may be on Tokini. She was in the vicinity, but it's not. It's going to be on Gabby Smith. So Copeland will shoot two. And the first one bangs around the rim and out. How many points does Sierra have?
She's up to 14 now.
Four dribbles, and the shot is good. Nothing but net. 53-39, 2:22 on the clock. Moore, a long pass to Hale. Now Moore is going to be fouled by Grogan intentionally with 2:16. I think that was intentionally.
I think it was too.
There was a little bit of Uncle Thomas in that foul. And Moore will shoot. 7 team fouls for Howe.
I guess.
Go ahead.
I guess Coach Land's game plan here is to foul and just get more touches for his 2 seniors still on the floor. That's at least what I would think he's doing.
Copeland is going to jump shot from the middle of the lane. No good, off the back of the rim into the hands of Gabby Smith. 2:02 on the clock. Long pass down. And that's going to be Hale. She misses the runner. Grogan quickly down the court. Copeland is going to drive the bucket through the middle of the lane. Puts it up. That's good. 53-41. A minute 45 on the clock. Gabby Smith, top of the key, guarded by Grogan. Now she's going to run right by Grogan, who is going to foul her, thankfully, because she ran right by her. There was a little confusion on who was going to guard who.
Well, the Lands wanted Katie to foul number 10, Gabby Smith. And Gabby heard Coach Land said that and tried to run away from Katie.
So Gabby's going to shoot here, Gabby Smith. 1:39 on the clock. That shot is good. Stewart and Emery Snap checking in. Sierra Copeland checking out of the game. Is that the last time we see Sierra Copeland?
Yep.
Her and Katie.
Katie Grogan.
Katie Grogan checks out of the game. That's the last time we'll see Katie. So tears start to flow over there on the Lady Bulldogs bench as Sierra Copeland has her head in her lap and a towel over her face as her Lady Bulldog career appears to be over. Bounce pass to Stubblefield, and she'll drive to the elbow underneath to Stewart. A lob pass by Stewart gets away and into the hands of Hale, who turns around and kicks it out to Gabby Smith. 1:20 left to go in the game. Mia Moore, top of the key. Guarded by Emery Snap, now underneath. And that's Doris in the lane, back out to Moore. Top of the key. We're at a minute. Emery Snap reaches in, doesn't foul. And they're just killing time now. Smith, she'll actually drive the bucket and then kick it out to Doris. Now top of the key to Moore again. A lot of youth on the floor right here. This is the future of the Lady Bulldogs. Coach Land's getting a glimpse of 2021, 2022. Emery Snap fouls right here. But on the floor is Madeline Stewart, Landry Sanders, Kendall Griffin, Tegan Stubblefield, and Emery Snap. And now Avery Snap checks in for Tegan Stubblefield.
And for her first year on varsity, Tegan Stubblefield, has played very well with the Howe Lady Bulldogs.
Moore's first shot is good.
They don't miss free throws. Like
They
I
do
said,
not.
Coach.
They do not. They don't miss free throws.
I think they missed 2 all night.
Moore's second shot with 40 seconds left to go in the game. That one is off the back of the rim, rebounded by Avery Snap. She'll bring it by herself down the court to the left wing. Guarded by Hale, now to Griffin, top of the key, 32 seconds. Pass to Landry Sanders, now Avery Snap. Looks at her sister, now underneath to Madeline Stewart. Now Avery Snap heaves it from 3, and it's off the front of the rim and no good. 18 seconds on the clock. Bells comes down with it, and Gabby Smith has it in her arms. 13 seconds. This is probably the final look of the Lady Bulldogs season. Again, the first time the Lady Bulldogs have missed the playoffs in 10 years. Derek Lands will say goodnight to 2020-2021 as the clock expires on the season for the Lady Bulldogs. 56-41.
Bells wins tonight here at home, and it's senior night, so we have a little bit of festivities coming up in between games. Again, we're going to finish this broadcast. Hi. Oh, thank you. Is that yours or mine? Caroline Slauson has just showed up, and her little boy just gave me a ball and then took off running with it. Can I have it? I'll give it right back. You want it? Oh, look at that. Yeah. So we're the Lady Bulldogs finished the season at 5-12 on the season and 3-10 in district play. So we have senior night again. Okay, so if you're going to listen to the boys game, we're going to end this broadcast. You'll have to click on to Howe Enterprise for the other one. So look for it. We'll be back in a few moments. We're going to start it up here in just a second because it's senior night. And we'll be over on that link. It's a YouTube link also, but you can find it on howeenterprise.com. We'll be over there in just a moment. So long, everybody.